Today on Judge Mom.
You say your family is in crisis, and you have the defendant, Miss Grant, to blame for that.
Nancy Grant over there kept me in her garage, locked me up for 3 days against my will.
He has caused his own problems in life.
I'm a good person all around. I'm a father of 3, and...
a good person that breaks into people's homes.
Yeah, you made a man trap. You could have killed me.
Who gave you the legal authority to place this man in your garage for 3 days and imprison him and kidnap him?
No
Who
one,
allowed you to do that?
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Sandy presiding. Your Honor, this case is Logan versus Grant.
Thank you, Bailiff Delgado. So, Mr. Logan, you're here today because you say your family is in crisis and you have the defendant, Miss Grant, to blame for that. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Miss Grant, you say that you are not responsible for Mr. Logan's family issues and that you don't owe him anything. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Logan, can you please explain to me why you were here and exactly what it is you were seeking?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm suing Miss Nancy Grant over there for false imprisonment, kidnapping, and mental anguish. I'm seeking $5 million today, Your Honor. This woman kept me in her garage, locked me up for 3 days against my will, and my family was just going absolutely crazy, wondering where I was. They thought I was dead, Your Honor.
Miss Grant, $5 million. Why are you here today?
Your Honor, I really don't know why I'm here, okay? This is not my fault. Mr. Logan, he has caused his own problems in life. He expects me to pay.
Okay, before we get to that, Mr. Logan, she's saying this is all your fault there. We're all here today. Can you explain to me what's happened?
Well, Your Honor, first of all, she's a very evil woman, and the reason why, she knows why she's here, first of all. I was locked up in her garage for 3 days. You know, I'm a family man. I'm a good person all around. I'm a father of 3, and...
a good person that breaks into people's home. I owe him nothing.
Let me make that determination in a minute. Mr. Logan, you're standing here telling me you're a family man, you're a good man. This woman has caused you a lot of anguish. Can you tell me about your family? Tell me what's going on?
Your Honor, I'm definitely a family man. You know what? I lost my job. I had a warehouse job for 15 years, Your Honor. COVID hit us all hard, I know that. We lost everything. Our car's about to be repossessed. Our house was about to be repossessed. We were losing everything. And there was no other choice for what I had to do for my family. And
I get it. I understand it. COVID affected us all. And I understand that it affected you.
Well, Your Honor, I was actually delivering pamphlets for the church. I was going through her neighborhood, and I was putting them door to door, and I happened to come upon Miss Grant's door, and there was tons of newspapers laying there. So I said, you know what, I'm in desperate
needs right now. Your Honor, that's what a criminal does. He scopes out homes.
Your Honor, I wasn't scoping out homes, Your Honor. I just knew I was in a desperate situation with my family.
All right, but didn't you just tell me you were a family man? Why are you breaking into somebody's home? I understand desperation. I'm not here to judge you. I understand financial constraints. I have 4 kids. I understand what those situations look like. But why break in? Why not drive, deliver food, work as a taxi? There's a lot of other ways to make an honest living.
Your Honor, I did deliver food. And then I did get a little job with the church. Okay. And I was going past her house. And I did see the newspapers there. And I really I was in desperate times.
You needed a quick fix.
I had to do what it took to help my family, okay?
If I'm having hard times, I can go break into someone's home?
I'm not saying it's right, Miss Grant. I'm not agreeing with him. I'm trying to hear the facts and make a determination.
Please
yes,
let
Your
me,
Honor.
You know what, Your Honor, please let me speak the facts. So I just said to myself, you know what, this is gonna be quick. Nobody's even in the house. And it was—
But that doesn't make it okay.
I know, Your Honor, I know it didn't make it okay, Your Honor. I know that. This was just, I had to do it for my family. You know what? So I went in the house.
But we're here because of him, Your Honor. He decided to break into my home.
Your Honor, you know what?
I live there with my kids.
We're not here on a criminal case. I want to understand why you are after Miss Grant for $5 million.
Because My family was going crazy. They were wondering if I was dead, if their daddy was dead.
But why was Daddy not there? Why was Daddy missing?
Because I was locked up in Miss Grant's garage like an animal.
Oh, finally.
I'm not denying that I did this crime, Your Honor. You know I did the crime. I already did my time for that. I'm not denying that.
Okay, but how did you get trapped is what I'm understanding. How did you get trapped in her house? Is that what happened?
I literally went into the house thinking I could do this really quick, just grab a couple of things to sell. And I was like, there's really nothing around. I didn't see any jewelry or anything like that. So then I went into the garage.
Are we really here because of this?
So I went into the garage, Your Honor, and all of a sudden I hear, boom, the door closes.
Are
clack.
we really here because of this?
Yes, we really are here because of this. You are being sued,
We're here
and this
because
is a
you're an evil
$5
woman.
million lawsuit.
I understand.
So I would listen very carefully,
I understand.
answer the questions directly, and let's see what happens.
And you
Go
know
ahead.
what? So anyway, I go into the garage, Your Honor. I figure I could maybe steal a generator, something like really quick, leave with it, have no issues.
My belongings.
Nobody's home. So I go into the garage, like I said, the door closes, the lock latches, and I'm just all of a sudden like, oh my God, I'm stuck in here, right? I go to the garage door. There's locks on each side of the garage door. I was like,
What
I'm
happened
in
to your
here.
cell phone? Couldn't you call for
I
help?
had no cell phone, Your Honor. I left my cell phone at home that day. I didn't plan that I was going to rob somebody's house when I left this morning.
Your Honor, the trap that he's talking about, I'm an engineer, okay?
Okay, Ms.
I
Grant.
had a regular security system. I just decided to beef it up with a trap in my garage because to me,
Yeah,
a criminal.
Let me ask
it was
her
a man
something.
trap. That's what you said, a
was
man
not.
trap.
It was
Mr.
not a
Logan,
man
we've
trap.
given you enough time to explain yourself and your case and the reason why you're here suing her for $5 million.
It was not a man trap.
I want to hear from Ms. Grant as to why she did this. How long were you trapped in there, sir?
I was in there for 3 days. I didn't know what to do. I was literally sucking on pieces of fish
So
just
now I
to
have
get
to
nutrients.
feed him.
Well, I don't
he
know,
breaks
but-
into my home, and now I have to feed him.
I'm not saying you have to feed him. I'm trying to understand why he couldn't get out of the garage.
Because she had it padlocked, Your Honor, on both sides, and she knew I was in there.
Introducing Mistakes by Nosey, the mobile gaming story app that puts you in control of your own thrilling adventure. With Mistakes by Nosey, immerse yourself in a world of thrilling choices and captivating stories. With hundreds of paths to choose from and new stories added regularly, you'll always have new mistakes to make. Download Mistakes by Nosey and play anytime, anywhere. Mistakes by Nosey, where every choice matters. Search Mistakes by Nosey in the Android and Apple app stores. Download Mistakes by Nosey now.
I want to hear from Ms. Grant as to why she did this.
Because that month alone that he broke into my home, there were other break-ins. I felt unsafe. So I beefed up my security system.
Yeah, you made a man trap. You could have killed me.
Can you
Well-
explain to me what this man trap was like?
It was literally like living hell, Your Honor, and she knew what she was doing. She literally.
not know.
I was in
I
this
did not
small
know.
one-car garage. There was a freezer there. I had nothing to eat. I was getting dehydrated. I literally open up the freezer. Everything's frozen. There's meat. There's fish. I didn't know what to do. I was literally sucking on pieces of fish
So
just
now I
to get
have to feed
nutrients.
him.
Well, I don't
he
know,
breaks
but-
into my home, and now I have to feed him.
I'm not saying you have to feed him. I'm trying to understand why he couldn't get out of the garage.
Because she had it padlocked, Your Honor, on both sides. And then she locked the door on me. She knew I was in there.
And where were you
Your
during
Honor,
this
I
time?
did
How long
not.
were you trapped in there, sir?
I was in there for 3 days.
Ma'am, where were you
Me
for
and my
3
kids
days?
were gone for the weekend. I got an alert on my phone. I thought it was an animal. I did not look at the alert, so I don't know what was in my garage. I thought it was an animal.
There's no way an animal could have got in the garage
do you
anyway.
let me ask.
He even drunk my wine, Your Honor. Why did he have to drink my wine?
Your Honor.
Your Honor, he drunk my wine.
Because this is
He
out of
was
my
trapped in your
character.
garage for 3 days. What do you want him to do?
This is out of my character. I needed to, just
No.
get the edge
Listen,
off. I
Mr.
needed to
Logan,
help him.
I'm not justifying what you
Oh,
did.
my
What you did was
goodness.
wrong. You
Why are we
deserve to
here?
serve time. I don't care how desperate you are. There are 1,000 different manners to get money for your family, which don't include stealing.
And I tried, Your Honor. I tried.
I understand you want to beef up security, and that's understandable. I'm a mother. I have children. When I'm home alone, I want to make sure my security system is on. I want to make sure I have my cameras in place. But 3 days, for 3 days, you didn't check your cameras to find out if this was really an animal or a person?
I don't believe you.
Or somebody else?
I don't believe
I didn't, Your Honor. I didn't, because I wanted to make sure when I got there, if it was an animal, I can let it go. If not, I'm just going to call the police, and the police can handle it.
You should have called the police right away when you got that alert if you were so concerned about your home and your family.
That is a good point you bring up, Mr. Logan. Thank you. Why didn't you call the police as soon as you got that alert?
Because, like I said, we were on vacation. We were having a good time. I thought it was an animal.
Well, that's why you should have called, because you were on vacation.
Mr.
Your house
Logan,
was
let
alone.
her explain her way out of this.
Go ahead. Explain your way, Miss Grant.
Your Honor, I didn't call the police because, like I said, I was afraid for my safety.
But you weren't even home. You were on vacation.
I did call the police when I got home.
But why? If you're on vacation, Your Honor, let me just say something.
He was released by the police.
I called the police when I got home, Your Honor.
When she got home 3 days later.
I called the police.
Your Honor,
I did.
If she's away on vacation, she should have damn well called the police as soon as that happened. For her waiting 3 days, I'm now called the long weekend burglar. I'm all over the newspaper. People are outside my house pitched. I'm on a friggin' billboard.
Respectfully, you made your bed. You need to sleep in it.
I did my crime already, Your Honor. This is nothing to do. Let's get back to why we're here, Your Honor.
I'm happy to get back to why we're here. You're the one telling me that they're calling you the long weekend burglar. You made your bed. You put yourself in that position. That's not her fault.
I already did my time for that crime, Your Honor.
Ms. Grant, I'm still trying to understand this man trap. I want details. I want to understand how it is that he was trapped in your garage for 3 days and how you built this man trap.
Well, Your Honor, I'm an engineer. I built the alarm system to lock the front door and then the garage door when it's tripped. And he tripped it.
And why would you purposely want to trap somebody in there?
Because I would rather the police deal with it. Your Honor, whether it's an animal, whether it's a criminal, it's my safety. So
did you test this system with anyone else?
Yeah, on me you tested it.
Mr. Logan.
She tested it on me, Your Honor.
I know, I got that. I'm trying to find out if she tested it with anybody else and what her intentions were and whether this was malicious or not. You want me to ask all the legal questions or you want to start asking them?
Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Go ahead.
You should be.
Your Honor, I did test it with myself. I made sure that it would lock and keep the person in until the police arrived. And I felt that was safe.
You felt it was safe to trap somebody in the garage. Can you tell me what your family's been through as a result of this incident?
Look, she doesn't even know what to say.
Ms. Grant, are we going to let her get through her testimony or not?
They have to go through therapy about this whole situation. They didn't even know if their dad was coming back.
You knew Mr. Logan was trapped in your home and you did nothing to release him from this man trap. You felt it was safe to trap somebody in the garage?
Yeah, until the police got there.
Yeah.
I was concerned for my safety.
From what I understand, there's no bathroom, there's no access to food or water.
Why would they need my bathroom, Your Honor? Why would they need my food?
There's something called human cruelty, and that may fall within the realm of cruelty, maybe. The fact you can't, I mean, even in prison you get a bathroom, isn't that true?
I agree.
And did you have a way of unlocking the system from your phone?
Yes, Your Honor, I did build access to where I can unlock it.
So why didn't you unlock it?
Because how were they going to get out if it was an animal? I thought it was an animal.
Oh, you thought it was an animal.
An animal
and you didn't
can't open a door.
You did not think it's an animal.
And you didn't have any access to your cameras to look inside and see who was there?
I did, but I did not, Your Honor. We were on vacation. I did not look at the camera.
You had no interest in looking at the cameras?
No, Your Honor.
Wow. You know what? You should have checked it out right away.
Mr. Logan, let's focus on how this affected you and your family. How did this affect your family?
Your Honor, I got the best person here today to show you what my family is going through because of this situation that Miss Grant put us in. And she's here today. It's Miss Logan.
Wonderful.
Your Honor,
so we have a witness.
Nothing to do with the case.
Ma'am,
why is she here?
You can call any witness you would like to, and he has chosen to call his wife. So we will hear from Miss Logan. Thank you, Miss Logan, for being here. Miss Logan, can you tell me what your family's been through as a result of this incident?
Yes, Your Honor. It was a Thursday evening, and my husband said he was stepping out. I thought he would be right back, but he never did, and I was worried, sick, you know?
Maybe
so I
you should
started,
keep an
excuse me, I'm
closer eye
speaking,
on your
I'm
husband.
speaking.
Let my wife talk, please.
Order in my court, do not interrupt the witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
So I called the police, the hospitals. Nobody knew where he was. We thought something happened to him. I mean...
How many children do you have?
We didn't, my youngest kid didn't even know if he was going to come home. I didn't even know what to say to him.
We have 3 children, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr.
They knew where he was. They knew where he was. They knew he was out breaking into someone's home.
You know, you need to shut
Ms.
your
Grant,
mouth.
I'm about a second from having you removed, and that's not going to be good for your case, because guess what? If I have you removed, there's no more testimony, there's no more evidence, and whatever they tell me is what's going to happen.
Yes, Your Honor.
She did this on purpose.
Why do you think she did this on purpose?
She's a miserable person who thinks she's better than everybody.
She's evil.
I mean, I saw the police report.
Let me stop
and
you
the
for a
police, and she
second.
provided the police with all the video
I
surveillance.
need to appreciate, Ms. Logan, I understand that you need to get this all out, and I'm going to give you the chance to do that.
She's a sick person.
I need to understand certain things. Walk me through what your children were going through in detail.
I mean,
look,
they were just making, excuse me, I'm sad, they're terrorized.
Testimony or not?
They have to go through therapy about this whole situation. They didn't even know if their dad was coming back. I mean, they're still having nightmares. They keep on asking me, like, and when they start screaming in the middle of the night, is Daddy coming back? Is Daddy coming back?
Coming home? I hear it too, Your Honor.
But, Your Honor, that's not fair because my children, they're afraid for their life as well. They should be in therapy as well, but I'm their therapist.
Ms. Grant, I'm looking for evidence that you knew Mr. Logan was trapped in your home and you did nothing to release him from this man trap. This is important.
Your Honor.
Is there any evidence here today that there was a man trap and that she knew that Mr. Logan was there?
Nancy provided the police with surveillance videos, which she knew that Guillermo was locked up in her garage all that weekend.
I turned in that.
I
turned in that video because when I got home, and I immediately called the police, and I released everything to the police.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. So if she had the video on her when she was on vacation and knew I was in the garage, she's lying to the...
I want to see the evidence for myself. I want to see what it shows, and then I will make my own conclusions, Mr. Logan.
It obviously showed that there's no animal,
Mr. Logan,
that's what
let me reach my own conclusions. There's a reason I'm here and you're there. Let's see the evidence. All right, so I see you walking around. Clearly, Mr. Logan, you're walking around. That looks like you. The images match. Looks like you're definitely trapped in there. So, Miss Grant, well, how do you stand here and tell me, oh, I thought it was an animal? I clearly saw that that was Mr. Logan in the video.
Your Honor,
is this your first crime, Mr. Logan?
No, Your Honor. Obviously, you have evidence showing that it's not my first crime.
I don't have evidence showing this is not your first crime.
I did the time for those crimes. That has nothing to do with why we're here, Your Honor.
I want to see if this is one crime or 10 crimes.
It's a mile long.
You are clearly a criminal.
You are the foul. Get off my stage.
Well, how do you stand here and tell me, oh, I thought it was an animal? I clearly saw that that was Mr. Logan in the video.
Your Honor, I did not look at the video because I thought it was an animal. Most animals that break into garages are vicious.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you have a security camera, and even if you're on vacation, you don't take 5 minutes of your time to figure out who's inside this home that you have so vigorously protected.
Yeah, Your Honor, but Mr. Logan here, he's a career criminal. He's a liar. Your Honor,
is this your first crime, Mr. Logan?
No, Your Honor. Obviously, you have evidence showing that it's not my first crime.
I don't have evidence showing this is not your first crime.
I did the time for those crimes. That has nothing to do with why we're here, Your Honor.
I understand.
That is why we're here, Your Honor.
I want evidence. I want to see if this is one crime or 10 crimes.
It's a mile long.
Delgado, can you grab that for me, please?
This is a police record. Your Honor, he also uses aliases.
I gotta stand up. This is so long, I can't look at it sitting down. Excuse me, Miss Logan. May I, please? So I have a county sheriff's office intake report, and it does seem there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different cases here. Let's see, trafficking in stolen property, Mr. Logan. Fraud, Mr. Logan. More fraud, Mr. Logan. I'm not gonna go on because you're right. This is not a criminal case, and I need to get down to the bottom of Ms. Grant's intention in locking you in this man trap.
Your Honor, he was released when the police got there. As soon as I got home, I called the police. And like I said, I did not know it was him.
I have heard enough. You are clearly a criminal. We've established that. There's evidence. I have a rap sheet that's so long, I can't open it sitting down. I have to stand up to open it. Your behavior is disgusting. You're a bad example to your family. You're a bad example to your kids.
I know that,
and I
Your
hope
Honor.
you learned your lesson, and I'm glad you know that. Now, that being said, why are you smiling? Please.
Because she's an evil
Why are
woman.
you
She's
smiling?
sick.
Twisted.
She's
I
a twisted,
apologize, Your
sick
Honor.
woman.
Ma'am, do you know the legal...
I was just agreeing
do
with
you
you, Your Honor.
understand the legal definition of false imprisonment? It's imprisoning somebody when you don't have the legal authority to do it. Who gave you the legal authority to place this man in your garage for 3 days and imprison him and kidnap him?
No
Who
one, Your
allowed you to do that?
No one, Your Honor, and that wasn't my intent.
I'm so glad that you and I
That wasn't my
finally
intent.
agree. So given that you and I finally agree, I am going to find that you do owe him money. I am going to award him $20,000 in damages for all that he's been through. This is not a criminal
what
case.
about what I've
This
been
is
through,
not
Your
a criminal
Honor?
case, ma'am. That has
Thank you, Your
what I've
Honor.
been through?
You've
Thank
been
you,
through
Your
nothing.
Honor.
I have, Your Honor. My kids are afraid to stay home. They asked me if the bad garage man is gonna be
Ma'am,
there.
We're in
This
the
is
money.
not the place.
We're in the money.
Mr. Logan, you're not in the money because I'm not giving you the money. I am placing the money in a trust account for your children who nobody has cared about up until now.
What
that
about my
whatever pain
children?
and suffering they truly do have is taken care of, and that you have sufficient money to take them to therapy and have a therapist explain to them that stealing is wrong.
Can you at least
This
get us money
court
for their
has
college
ruled-
fund?
Y'all are pathetic. Y'all are really pathetic.
You're pathetic and you're an evil woman.
Just twisted. Just awful person.
You don't deserve anything.
You don't know what
Shouldn't
that
have been
feels
there.
like.
That's it. That's it. It's over. It's over.
It's not over.
It's over.
It's not over.
Did you hear him?
Let's go.
You better watch
No, let's go
yourself.
yourself.
See, that's a threat.